so honored that I'm meeting one of the lead cast members of the movie Keeping Up with the Kandasamy'S, Jailoshini Naidoo. Welcome so much, and thank you for this opportunity for me to talk about the movie and your character.
Oh, thank you so much, Ron. I'm just thrilled to be here, and most especially because you love the movie so much.
I did. I was just saying to Jailoshini earlier that I actually even cried in the movie. I mean, it's such a feel-good movie. What were some of your awesome scenes, your favorite parts of the movie that you shot?
Well, first of all, I have to say, you said you cried in the movie, and I know you laughed first, obviously.
I did, most definitely.
Because it was so interesting when we sat in the movie to watch the reactions of the audience, because they would laugh so hard, and sometimes I was getting really worried that they're not going to get the next punchline because they're still laughing at the past one. And then the movie just takes a turn as you go along, and you find yourself laughing so hard, and the next minute you have this lump in your throat and you feel pretty tearful.
But let's talk about your character.
Right. Okay.
How did you get into character every day, and what was it like?
Okay, so just to set the scene a little bit, the movie obviously, you know, centers around two characters, Jennifer and Shanti, and they're both neighbors living in Chatsworth. And if you know Chatsworth, the houses are practically on top of each other because they're like literally really close. So if you're speaking in your house, you guarantee that your neighbor knows exactly what she's saying, or if you have a problem in your house, your neighbor knows that too. And that's the way it was built. But out of that stemmed something else, because if you know the community in Chatsworth, it's a very warm, close-knit community. Everybody's family. You don't have something you easily just call out to your neighbor over the wall. And I grew up in Chatsworth. It's my hometown, so I have a very special place
close to the heart.
in my heart for it. And I know that when we got visitors who just turned up unexpectedly, my mom will literally send us, if she hasn't cooked enough, with a bowl through the back door to my neighbor, and we would come back with it full. So it's that kind of community. And so the movie's set there, and of course everybody who knows the community, who came from the community, and not just the Indian community, but every single community and culture here in South Africa, everybody has their own eccentricities and their own special things. So there's so much to identify with. So of course in this movie, Jennifer and Shanti are neighbors. They are the so-called matriarchs of the two families. I play Jennifer Kandasamy, and Jailoshini Naidoo plays Shanti Naidoo. Now,
and what an amazing actress as well. Like, let's just put it out there.
Yeah, she is something else. We couldn't be more different to each other, our characters. Shanti is, the character is slightly overweight. She's very busy in terms of her dress sense, highlights in the hair, very busy makeup. More is more, really. Yeah. And the same thing with feeding. She loves feeding and she loves eating too. And then there's Jennifer Kandasamy, who's, well, it's keeping up with the Kandasamy'S.
And very health conscious.
Yeah, so the Kandasamy'S have made it, and they live practically attached to the Naidoos. Their house has been extended, they drive the fancy cars and so on. And I'm Jennifer Kandasamy, I work with corporate. I'm like less is more with everything. And if you see me in the movie as well, while she's making biryanis with salads and pickles and everything for her son for school, for university, I'm doing crovitas and carrots and cucumbers. So we're very different people. And it's a thing you see constantly in the movie that Shanti is constantly trying to keep up. And they can't stand the sight of each other.
I personally felt that there could be a sequel to Keeping Up with the Kandasamy'S, so all the directors, producers watching, please let there be a number 2. I want to see Jailoshini granny, or, well...
Aya. Me as a granny?
Yeah, you as an Aya. How would you feel about that?
Can I tell you what? Every single person who has watched the movie has been asking, every single person that's come out said, there has to be a Kandasamy 2. There has to be a sequel. Can't wait for the sequel. And my first line to my director when they said that was, do not have the youngsters having a baby because I'm not playing a granny in the movie. We've been totally overwhelmed with the support. It's been unbelievable, and I really think that right now as a South African production, so we broke the box office first weekend. It's 1.6 million, which is unbelievable for a South African production, and we've been sitting third behind Wolverine and 50 Shades, which is
that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah. And then we thought, okay, it was the first weekend, it has to sustain. And what do you know? It's the second weekend that we passed now, and we've hit the 4 million mark. Which
Congratulations.
It is unbelievable. So we want to say thank you to everybody. You have been unbelievable. You have been amazing.
Well done on an exceptionally amazing movie, a role. I really do hope you make the Oscars. Jailoshini, I just want to stress the fact, people watching, like how important it is to support local movies.
Yeah.
And as long as we watch it and support it, it will be on the circuit. So
Yes, this movie will go on as long as it has support. And of course the support, it's a support that translates into how many more movies we can make and how successful the South African film industry is. The movie's going from cinema to Mnet, and
fantastic.
thereafter authentic DVDs will then be out. So if you're supporting it, go to the cinema, show your support in your numbers so we can make other movies. If you know people who are making pirates of the DVDs and are trying to sell it, let us know. You can Facebook us, you can get in contact with us, you can let Ruan know, and he will get in touch with us, because that is the start. Once that starts, that's the end of everything. So we all there, we worked really hard, we made a beautiful movie. Support it, help us to make more, and go out in your numbers and give us your support. And thank you.
And as I would say, go to the bioscope and watch the movie.